Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to do a collective message. I don't know. We'll see what comes through. I've cleansed the space already, as well as my own energy and the energy of the cards. So we'll see what Spirit has to say here. And I did get 2 new decks today. So I'm super excited about that. Also, I'd like to say happy birthday to anyone who has a birthday today. I hope all of you are doing well. And if you're new here, I use a mindful meditations deck to give us a confirmation / affirmation of the reading, but I leave the card face down until the end of the reading, and then it ties the reading together really well. So we will see what comes out here. Just going to give this a few more shuffles. Okay. What is our card for today, Spirit? What do you want to say? What should we be aware of? Messages for the collective, please. What do we need to know today? Wow, that flew right out. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So I put that face down and we'll look at it at the end. Next, we're going to pull from the Oracle of Pluto deck. This is a shadow deck, so we will see what we need to be working on within our shadow. And I say our as I am also part of the collective. Okay. Just a few more shuffles here. Not quite right yet. Okay. What do we have out of this deck? Spirit, what should the collective and myself be working on? Oh my goodness, that's too many. Too many, Spirit. We just need one. If we could just get one, Spirit, that would be great. What can we work on within our shadow? Really excited to use these new decks I got. I'm excited to see what comes through with them. Oh, thank you. We got the boar. Interesting. There's a boat. Ooh. And some fire energy and what looks like maybe a kraken under the surface. Or a really big octopus. But it's a blue fire. I feel like... Okay, I'm just going to pull all the cards and then I'll see what my intuition's pulling in. Right off though, it's seeming like there's something under the surface maybe. Also, maybe you're going somewhere with the boat. And it looks like the boar is facing it, so like it knows what it is. Some fire propelling you forward, maybe. Healing message for the collective, please. Well, that was fast. The wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Body care, take a breath. Oh, right. I forgot. It's a beautiful card. There's trees. I'm getting a lot of earth and water. I mean, this is the Healing Waters deck, but she's resting, though. She looks very peaceful. Getting a lot of self-care from this. So maybe you guys need to do some self-care. I did a self-care tonight. So that was much needed for sure. This is a new deck that I got today. So we'll see what comes out of here. It's a Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck. I was really, really drawn to this. And I'm going to have to read from the book too, most likely. But we'll see. We'll see what comes out here. I'm really curious. Give this one more shuffle. Oh, and we got two cards that are wanting to come out already, I guess. Excuse me. Something going on with my throat. Maybe there's something going on with your throat. We shall see. Okay. The first card we got was, okay, I just had to make sure she wasn't naked because it kind of looked like she might have been naked on the top there, but I don't think so. The first card we got is Power. And it looks like there's two baby cheetahs next to this woman. There's a compass. So she's wearing a crown. And it's got compass like north, south, east, west, northeast, southeast. And she's also got black wings. Perhaps Spirit is calling you to stand in your power right now. How beautiful is this card, though? Oh, I just loved the vintage look of them. Next card is Harmony. Very beautiful. There are 3 birds. She's sitting beneath an archway. There are roses. And she's playing a harp, but she's looking up at the birds. Getting a lot of freedom energy coming from this. I'm not sure what kind of birds those are. Interesting. Okay, so we'll get into those. I'm going to pull from one more deck. I got a cosmic deck. The image on the front really struck me, which is what drew me to this deck as well. And I feel like the cards and the messages are, I mean, I haven't looked through the whole thing, but just the few that I did take a peek at were really good. So we'll see what Spirit has to say out of this deck. These cards are a little large, though. Both the decks I got, the cards are really large, and these two wanted to come out. So, this actually, oddly enough, reminds me of a painting that I did, or was, I guess, I wasn't finished with it yet, but I had started it, and it's very similar to this, except for in the painting, I made the woman a tree. Okay, maybe also this is card 5. Maybe you're seeing a lot of 5s. This card is Be Still. And I feel like these are depicted really well. She does have a face, although you guys cannot see it. Yeah, sorry about that. But look at her. I mean, it looks like her hair is on fire even almost. It's a really beautiful card. Okay. Again, the next card we got, again, really beautiful card. There's an eye here. And, you know, the cosmos. It's really beautiful. This is card number 18, and it's intuition. So I'm guessing that your intuition is heightened right now. Your third eye is open, or opening. You're multidimensional, is what I'm getting. Which we are. We are multidimensional. Gosh, this card is so great. I wish you could just see the detail, but you can't. Ugh. It's really beautiful. Okay. Where do I want to put this? We'll put that. We'll just, yeah, that's fine. I almost feel like there's one more out of this deck, though. Let me just. Are there any other messages out of this deck, Spirit? Just something. Anything else out of this deck? Perhaps Spirit's asking you to be still so you can hear your intuition. There's a lot of strong messages coming through here. I mean, just the power and intuition card alone is, whoa. Maybe you're tapping in or figuring out how to tap into your intuition. Okay, one more shuffle. I knew there was another card in here. Sacred journey. There's the snake. You know something interesting. This all here is reminding me of a peacock feathers when they spread out. I feel like all the chakras are represented here as well. There's a lot of fire, but there's also a lot of water. There's this balance happening. You're either on a journey to find yourself, your purpose, yourself or your purpose. Maybe both. It's not a straight journey, though, of course. I feel like you've come from something here. There's something here. Give me 1 second. Let me just... It's almost like you're coming out of the depths. I'm not really sure why, but this is kind of looking like a brain to me a little bit as well. Higher level of consciousness. Very beautiful. I'll be interested to see what the book has to say on this. Okay, guys. Ooh, that's I almost feel like I want to take a deep breath, which is interesting because we got take a breath. Like, I don't know. There's something significant happening there. And with the boar here, I'm not sure. This octopus is like, I mean, octopus octopi rather, are very smart. Flexible, movable, changeable. Should have this blue fire here. I feel like there's something else in the water, but I can't see it. It's not fully visible. It is, but just not entirely. Interesting. Okay, let's get into this here. Curious. So curious about this. Not good, guys. Okay. Boar. The destroyer and self-sabotage. Wild boars are fascinating creatures. They live in large groups all over the world, are incredibly strong, and trample down trees and bushes to create paths for traveling and hunting. See, that's like I was getting that image in my head too when I was looking the card up. I was like thinking of boar, and I'm like, dude, I don't get like good vibes from that. Boars can be extremely aggressive when provoked, leaving a trail of destruction in their paths. If the boar card appears in a reading, you are in the realm of the destroyer. Despite the negative connotations associated with the archetype of the destroyer, this energy isn't, and that's so weird. It's saying it isn't an inherently bad thing. Okay, I should have said it because I was saying, like, in my head, I was like, yeah, but that's not always a bad thing. And I should have said it out loud, but I didn't. Okay, sorry. Despite the negative connotations associated with the archetype, this energy isn't inherently a bad thing. Think of the adage, destruction is a form of creation. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just got this, like, so beautiful. Okay. I'm not going to talk about myself. Okay. We're not going to do that. I'm going to just stick to the reading. If I feel called to say it again, then I will, but okay. Very often, to be able to build something new, whatever has been taking up space must first be leveled to the ground. Change is brought about by the destruction of outdated systems. Revolutions are triggered by the immediate need for a complete overhaul. Something in your life is begging for this very uprising. However, we must also recognize the propensity for this energy to be harmful to both ourselves and others around us. Are you destroying to create something better? Or are you sabotaging something good because it feels scary or uncomfortable? Radical change is born through radical honesty. Further reflection. In astrology, we look to Pluto as both the destroyer and the creator. The intensity of undergoing a Plutonian cycle is first felt through the metaphorical death of something old, toxic, or threadbare. As much as we may struggle through the pain of this death, the destruction is inevitable. We can run, but we can't hide. Eventually, Pluto catches up with us and demands that we let go of the things that have long been weighing us down. Resistance is futile, and by doing this, we only make the process harder on ourselves. Uranus is also the planet of radical change in astrology. Though Uranian cycles happen seemingly overnight. Clarity. Research the myths of both these energies. Which one feels relevant now? So, where I was getting something here. Hold on. Plutonian cycle. Right. So I think I feel like you've had to put some things to rest. I feel like you went through a very difficult cycle. I feel like you've outgrown something. Perhaps you felt trapped or bound in some way, restricted. You weren't like able to fully like bloom, or like I feel like you were just being held back in some kind of way, oppressed. Yes, okay. Yes, it's like the octopus, right? The octopus is like coming up from the depths, like trying to freaking suffocate you. And something lit this fire. This is like your passion. Like something happened to you in this cycle. Some kind of information or insight was revealed. There was something came to light, and you hopped in your boat and you were out of there. You're like, no, I'm done with this. I got to get out of here. Something's not right here. I'm feeling like you chose you. The sacred journey. something was calling to you. And on the other side, something was trying to keep you down or create some other pathway that didn't feel right to you. Something was wrong. And you finally saw it. And it was time. It was time to go. And whatever this thing was, man, I just get this feeling in the pit of my stomach, like it's like crushing. Whew. That's some heavy energy, guys. I feel like there is a silver lining. I do. I feel like even though this destruction was difficult, I feel like the silver lining is now your energy is freed up. I feel like you were putting so much into something. It was like just depleting, oppressive. Interesting. Okay. I think you're out of that though, or you're just about out of it. I feel like I feel like this side of the table is completely, it's beautiful. It's completely different. Um, I feel like you're done with this. Whatever this was for you, whatever this thing was that made you feel powerless, trapped, bound. Confused, maybe even. All right, I'm going to move on from that. I don't want to focus on that anymore. I do though. I feel like I need to. I feel like I need to take like a deep breath here. And it may have been painful. You know, maybe you didn't want it to really end like that, or something there. Ooh, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. We gotta get, yeah, we gotta get that out of here. Okay. That was a little heavy. Okay. Moving on. The wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Body care, take a breath. Yeah. I can definitely see why that's the healing message. After that, I feel like this goes very, I feel like this goes with the Be Still card. I'm not gonna move the cards around though. I'm just gonna take them and how they came out. There's a lot of earth energy coming through on this card though. It feels peaceful, grounded, serene. Protected. Like a replenishment. Let me see what the book says here. Wellspring. 150. And I was gonna say you should drink water, and then that's like the first line. Okay. we don't only need water to thrive, we need it to survive. The wellspring card often appears when things are unbalanced or when we've been pushing ourselves beyond our limits in ways that are simply unsustainable. I feel like that's what you were doing with this. Whatever this is for you, this boar energy, it was depleting you. Like, just completely just, I don't know. It's like, almost like just drained the life out of you or something. Or was trying to. Ugh. Okay. Just like the seasons around us, we too are cyclical, and thus we may pay attention to where we're expecting ourselves to be in full bloom all year round. While we can rely on our reserves for a limited amount of time, if we allow ourselves to become depleted over a long period to run on empty, it'll likely take longer to recover than it ever did before. We must embrace our humanity and take care of the body by slowing down. Be still. Quench our thirst and finding ways to recover and deeply rest. The Wellspring card is an invitation to look at where you've been going into overdrive, to reflect on the areas where you've been pushing yourself beyond your physical limits. I feel like there's some mental limits with this card too. I'm getting some, perhaps it's not simply physical. Although I feel like that's the main message. To consider whether you've been forcing yourself to run on your reserves. It delivers a message to reassess the speed and force you're using, to bring more harmony and balance back into your life, and to trust your inner seasons, to look after yourself and appreciate your precious body. That's so interesting. I was getting this, I don't know, download in the shower that was like, you know, I don't know, just basically like take care of yourself type of thing. Eat better foods, get adequate rest. If you're, well, I'm not even going to specify genders because that doesn't matter. After you get out of the shower, like lotion up your skin, take care, like this is the only vessel that you have. This is the vessel that you have for this lifetime, for your soul to ride in, so you can experience things and learn and grow. And I mean, we have to take care of our vessels. I'm going to have to do something about this issue with my throat here. Yeah, to look after yourself and appreciate your precious body. I was in the shower and I realized I hadn't put lotion on my skin for like, I don't know, too long. And I was just like, man, I feel like my skin is just thirsty. Like, it's dry. The seasons are starting to change. I really just feel the need to spend a little extra time on myself. And that's okay. That's good. I mean, taking the time to really take care of your vessel. And it makes you feel good too inside, you know what I mean? I feel like it's not simply just a physical thing, but it's also, like a mental, emotional thing where you're like, man, I really appreciate this body. Like, let me take care of it really good, The soul inquiry says, where are you pushing yourself beyond your limits? How are you being called to care more for your body? What are you really, truly thirsty for? Beautiful. Yes. Yes. And that's funny because I was getting that, like I said, I was getting that like download in the shower and I was like, that's odd. Where's that coming from? You know? But yeah, it makes sense now. It was for you guys, for all of us, really. Just a reminder, you know, that this is the only vessel we get for this lifetime. And it's important to care for it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Oh, is this not marked? No, I don't believe they are. Okay. Well, give me one moment. All right. Power. This sovereign angel is queen of her domain. She knows who she is and where she is going. Behind her head, a halo crown in the form of a compass represents choice over many directions. Her mysterious dark wings point heavenward. A pair of cheetahs stand tamely at her feet. Cheetahs are associated with courage and the might of royalty, and like royalty, can inspire both awe and respect. The aura of protective golden light surrounding power proves she has earned the necessary wisdom to use the position of sovereignty and responsibility wisely. In today's world, we often measure our worth against the illusion of worldly status and mistake material gain for power. Many feel helpless and victimized by the chill of power's seemingly ruthless grip. But this can only happen if we choose to look outside of ourselves for the strength and wisdom we feel we lack. Authentic power, however, comes from within, and the ability to recognize and discern its core meaning can take many years, if not lifetimes. The presence of this, sorry, ugh, the presence of this triumphant card reminds you of your spiritual inheritance and sovereign self. You are bright, regal spark of the divine. You are a bright, regal spark of the divine, independent individual, and yet totally connected. Perhaps you are in the midst of a power struggle or need to reclaim control from a person or situation. Are you using your position of power wisely? Are you being called to stand firm in your power and have the courage of your convictions? Purposeful thoughts and deeds seeded from the fertile ground of truthfulness, honor, and respect carry authentic power and are among our strongest allies. Whoa, guys, powerful message here. Like I said, yeah, I feel like whatever this was that you were leaving, I feel like that's like something with this flame here. It was like you realized your your own power. Um your ability. Mm. Perhaps you are in the midst of a power struggle or need to reclaim control from a person or situation. Are you using your position of power wisely? Are you being called to stand firm in your power and have the courage of your convictions? Mm. And yeah, you can't look outside of yourself for strength or wisdom. I mean, you can in some regard with the wisdom thing, but it's like nobody's lived your life. Your life is uniquely yours. So whatever wisdom you've obtained from your own struggles is unique to you. Can that wisdom help other people? Of course it can. Of course. or at the very least, it can give people a boost, right, into or access back into their own personal wisdom, and their own personal strength. Like, we all have these qualities in us already. It's just sometimes they're not as active as other times. But a lot of it comes from believing in yourself and in your abilities. When you've gone through a hardship, sometimes you need to recognize that you have been through other hardships, and try to remind yourself of that, and draw back your strength from out of those other circumstances that you've already overcome, to build up that momentum again, or that belief in your capabilities again. Yeah. Okay. Harmony. Harmony. Okay. The word harmony derives from the ancient Greek word harmonica, meaning joint agreement, concord, and from the verb harmozo, to fit together or join. In linear terms, harmony describes many things, from the construction of temples to mathematical cosmic phenomena to the theory of music. However, the innate language of harmony is found in all life. This card depicts a solitary Orpheus, musician to the gods, playing his lyre in a secluded temple. Interesting. It says his. I suppose that could be a man. All right. I take it. Okay. The 7 strings of the instrument correspond to various planets, and the sides represent the relationship between heaven and earth. Oh my gosh. Is that true? I never knew that. The melodies Orpheus created were said to enchant and unify all animals, birds, and beings. Swallows dart and dive. Swallows. Interesting. Okay. Swallows dart and dive overhead against a canvas of indigo night sky. In the human aura, the color blue represents healing and takes on a sacred significance. Sacred journey. Look at all the blue. And takes on a sacred significance in many ancient and iconic religious paintings. By drawing this card, you are asked to release any possible feelings of conflict, judgment, or isolation by attuning yourself to the encompassing frequencies of harmony. Bear in mind that in musical terms, there is a vital place for unison and dissonance, and the dance between them makes for a colorful and original composition. I'm getting like dance of life is what I heard in my head there. Furthermore, a shared appreciation of both aspects is essential between the players, and so it is with life. The art of listening, whether to the needs of others, the voice of nature, or the silence of your own soul, is essential to discovering your unique part in the great symphony of life. Wow. You're being asked to release feelings of conflict, judgment, or isolation. Perhaps you've spent a lot of time in hermit mode. Um, Learning, listening. I think Spirit's asking you to come out of that now. Um, it's time for you to rejoin the dance of life. That's beautiful. Okay. These cards are really beautiful. The meanings are kind of long too, though, which I like. I like the in-depth. And I'm going to have to look that up. The thing about the liar. Um, it's interesting about the planets. I had never heard that before, so I will definitely have to look that up. Okay. Let's see. We got Be Still. It's card 5, so we're going to be way up here. There it is. Oh, interesting. Perhaps that's why I was getting that feeling there in the solar plexus. Okay. Be still. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. Be still. Breathe. Take a breath. Find that well of tranquility and serenity within you. There are times when life feels chaotic. Circumstances and relationships test and challenge you with conflicting emotions and inner storms. Sometimes your emotions are felt deeply, and you may have moments of outbursts that express pain and inner rage. Feel the emotions and try to understand what has come forth from you. See the origins from which this reaction was born. Right. Yeah. Um, there will always be triggers, dear one, and storms will pass. But how you react makes all the difference to the severity and longevity of the storm. Who you are is best seen when you are challenged, pressured, and put to the test. Will you react with rage, spite, and bitterness, or with peace, love, and compassion? If you react with anger and spite, do not be disheartened. Simply see that this is where you are at this time. Be gentle with yourself and go within to explore the deepest recesses of your hidden self. Find the root of why your reactions are so. Send this part of you love and compassion, and feel the healing light of love spreading through your entire being. Dear one, you are the love, peace, tranquility, and serenity that you seek. It is you. Know it, feel it, and be it. Be the peace that others seek. Be the stillness that others crave. Be the compassion that others need. In this stillness, there is clarity and peace. Go forth, dear one, and be that gentle voice that calms the storm. There's a prayer here, and it says, Great Spirit, lead me to still waters within myself so that I may find peace. The chakras associated are the sacral and the solar plexus. That makes sense. I think this is a beautiful reminder of the fact that no matter what's happening in life, you get to choose your reaction. You can choose to be the calm in the storm. That's beautiful. And it's okay if you're not. It's most definitely okay if you're not. It's human, especially if whatever this was for you, it's okay to be angry or sad. But I feel like it's important that we also reflect on that, where those feelings are coming from, so we can figure out how to transmute them and how to overcome them. Or not necessarily overcome them, heal them. But by healing them, the root cause of the feeling, we will overcome. But you have to be honest with yourself too about your own feelings. And if you're angry, then be angry. Figure out why you're angry. What about that situation made you so angry? And once you've dealt with that and figured out where it came from, there's usually a solution there too. Once you figure out where that came from, most times the solution is also there. Okay. Intuition. Was that 18? The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. And that was from Albert Einstein, whom I love deeply. Okay. When you pray with sincerity, it comes from the heart. But do you find that your prayers often go unheard and unanswered? You are open when it comes to praying, dear one, but when it comes to receiving, you are closed. Most often, fears and doubts creep in to form barricades that block messages and communication from spirit. The universe, God, source, or whatever you wish to call that loving presence that speaks to you through your intuition, dreams, and visions, is a quieter, gentle voice that often goes unheard. If you have drawn this card, Spirit is asking you to pay closer attention to that inner voice and intuition. It has been communicating to you the answers and guidance that you seek. Going within and listening to inner guidance requires being open and away from distractions. Do not be misguided by the voice of the ego. The ego is loud, disruptive, and will do anything in its power to convince you that what you are doing is foolish and a waste of time. Do not let the voice of the ego fill your head with negative and disruptive thoughts. Simply observe this loud voice. Now give that quieter, gentle, loving voice within you a chance. Life isn't about killing the ego, but simply nurturing and watering the divine within you. In so doing, the ego fails to grow and survive in the light-filled body of love. Prayer. May I always have the wisdom and clarity to listen to the divine guidance and intuition within me. The chakra is the heart, which I'm guessing you already could guess that. Okay. Oh gosh, and this is great. Oh, okay. The sacred journey. There is wisdom in knowing that even darkness serves its purpose in the growth of the soul. Darkness need not be feared, but simply understood. Darkness is a misunderstood energy which causes so much emotional distress and disharmony around the world, as it is seen as something that is separate to God. Most often, it is seen as something that needs to be avoided and battled. Darkness, too, serves its purpose. So, interestingly enough, I said that like not that long ago. I was like, the darkness has a purpose here. You know, you can't have the light without the dark. I mean, both exist simultaneously. Okay. Darkness too serves its purpose. Through darkness, we come to see the light that is in us. We expand our conscious understanding through first walking in the shadows of our soul. The more you ignore, push away, and avoid darkness, the more it is attracted to your space. It is only through love and understanding of the true nature of darkness, embracing its role, and having gratitude for the lessons it teaches us that we are able to transcend its karmic wheel. Only then do we break free from its cyclic challenges that trigger the soul through its many faces and forms. Man, this is so weird. I've said this. I literally have said some of the greatest lessons that I've ever learned in my life have come from the dark. Wow, this is crazy that this book is saying the exact same thing. Okay. Darkness is here to help us find our way back into our heart. We are all one: good, evil, dark, light, and the many other labels mankind has used to separate this energy that is one. Do not fear the shadows within or outside you, but simply observe the dance of life that is occurring all around you. Interesting that with the harmony card, we got dance. I felt like I had said, I think, the dance of life or something. So the harmony, the balance between the light and the dark, we all have both in us. Yeah, there's a balance that has to be had there, though. Uh, See the lessons that unfold from the dark periods in your life. Understand their meaning and purpose. When you can, transcend this illusion of separateness and judgment of all that is seen as dark. You transcend the illusion of suffering. The more you walk this journey with understanding and clarity, the more at peace you are with this world. You are then ready to enter realms of higher consciousness and increased light. Didn't I say that? Higher consciousness. This kind of looked like a brain to me. Yeah, interesting. Affirmation. I am triumphant in knowing that even darkness serves its purpose in the fruition of the soul. And the chakra is the solar plexus. So that's interesting that we got basically the first, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 chakras. So maybe do some meditations to clear and balance the chakras. I was actually just listening to a meditation last night while I was sleeping. Let me see if I can find it, and I will just tell you guys really quickly. So you can look it up. It's by Inner Lotus Music. It says full night, all 7 chakra cleansing. So it's 7 hours, 7 minutes, and 7 seconds long. So 777 could be of importance to you, maybe. And each chakra obviously has its own sounds that it responds to. And each one, it works up from the root all the way to the crown in succession. So every hour and minute and second is one chakra, and then it goes up from there. So that may be something that you might want to look into to help you. Okay, let's check out our affirmation confirmation card. Oh, let's see. So curious. Oh, you guys, this is so great. You guys aren't ready for this. Okay. Maybe you are. All right. I envision my highest self and start showing up as her. Her, him, they, them, whatever your pronouns are. Yeah. I envision my highest self and start showing up. Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. And if this message resonated with you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And also comment down in the comment box. I'd love to hear what you guys have going on. If this was helpful for you and in what way. Yeah. And if you want to help me grow my channel, that would be greatly appreciated. I will put my Cash App info in the description box. And yeah, if you don't want to donate, that's cool too. If you would kindly just hit the like button so I can get my channel going out there if you found these helpful. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you, and I hope everyone has a great night. Bye.